Hey, what's up guys? I'm Tay'Nik. Welcome back to my channel. So the reason you clicked on this video is of course to see about my 3-day fast that I'm currently doing. So today is actually day 2 of my fast, and I am doing a 3-day fast with only water and tea. So I was originally just going to do only water, but I decided to do water and tea. And so I'm doing no food for 3 whole days, y'all. And this is my first time ever doing any kind of fast. Like, this is my first day. Well, this is my first time, period. So I guess I'll start with what kind of fast I'm doing, because I know a lot of people do fast just so they can like lose weight, or usually I guess when they trying to lose weight or something like that, they'll do like intermittent fasting and things like that. But I'm not doing that kind of fast, y'all. I'm doing a fast for the Lord. So if you don't know, in the Bible days, a lot of people did fast just to pray and study the word, just different things for the coming of Jesus, and after Jesus left, or after Jesus was killed, crucified, I should say. It was many reasons people did fast. It's different kinds of fast. Like they have a Daniel fast. Other people did fast in the Bible as well. So it's a brand new year, 2024. Like my mom actually did a 10-day no food fast. She only drank water starting, I think she started like the end of December, and she did 10 whole days, right? And I was like, can't do it, can't be me. And my sister is currently on a fast. She started like the beginning of January. She's doing 30 days of she took away basically something that she likes, something that she enjoys, because while we on earth, we don't want to ever have idols, or, today's time, idols are basically anything that we put before God. So it could be TV shows, it could be music, it could be your family, it could be, whatever it is, social media that you like to do, your job, whatever, that's basically consuming all your time and that you enjoy, that is taking time away from you and God and the relationship you could be building with the Lord. Those are our modern day idols, because we don't make statues and all this kind of stuff these days, right? So she fasted from like TV, social media, and the radio. The only thing she does listen to is like gospel music. So that's what my sister's doing. She's doing that for 30 days. And like they fasted before. Like my mom fasts mostly because she's definitely a spiritual, religious person. So she does it all the time, but like I've never fasted. And to me, I guess I haven't fasted because I always try to figure out like what is something that I just love or do all the time that I can't, I don't know, that I would want to fast from, for the Lord. And for me, like music and social media, TV is not a big deal for me. So I feel like that would always be something easy to fast from. And I don't know. And then like with food, so with food, I always get headaches, right? Like when I don't eat, or if I take too long to eat, and I have high blood pressure. So I always get a headache if my blood pressure's high. Usually I need to eat something, whatever like that. So I be getting weak. And so I be like, I could never go more than a couple hours without having something to eat, something to snack on. So I really never wanted to do that fast from food. But like, I don't know, this year, it's been so much going on, and, I left my job recently. And so I just be praying to God and studying his word, and I want to be able to hear him when he's talking to me. And, I want to know that it's God's will that I'm doing, not my own will. And when they fasted in the Bible, a lot of times it was to, so that they can basically discern what God's will was for their lives. Or, they were about to go in battle and they wanted to hear the Lord and, you know, make sure they were doing the right thing, different things like that, be closer to God. So with so much going on in my life, and because basically last year when I left my job because I felt like that's what the Lord was telling me it was time to do, because I had been praying, I had been studying my word. And it's crazy because like right before I actually decided to do it, I was telling my mom, I was like, what did I say? I said something like I know God will let me know when it's time for me to leave, because I have been wanting to leave, but I'm like, God's gonna let me know, like he's gonna tell me, he's gonna show me his word or what have you. And then bam, probably like an hour after I literally was just saying it, I got a phone call with some great information. I was like, okay, thank you, Lord, you answered my prayer. You know, like it's time to go, like some unexpected wonderful news that I was not expecting and stuff, right? And so I think probably the next day I ended up putting in my resignation. So that was last year, probably like 8 months ago now. But you know, ever since then, you know, God didn't say that everything gonna be peaches and cream, like when I leave, that it wasn't gonna be, it was just gonna be great, smooth sailing the rest of this time. No, like I'm going into entrepreneurship, so of course I'm gonna have struggles, ups and downs and everything. And so I feel like now I need him more than ever at this time, because I just want to make sure that, like I said, I'm doing his will and not my own will, that I'm not being anxious, that I'm not interpreting the word wrong, or you know, it's just so much, because we're human. So I just want to make sure I'm not reading the Bible, interpreting it with my human eyes or my human mind, you know. I just want to do God's will, like for real. So that's basically why I decided to fast, you know, because I've been praying about a lot. Like I want a lot from my family. I want to make sure I'm doing the right things. Like we only on earth for a certain amount of time. This is not our home, you know, we just passing through on earth. And so I don't want to get so wrapped up in trying to like have a great career, be successful, or be wealthy while I'm on earth, that I'm neglecting God's will for my life. So, and then with me being a mother and raising my children, I want to make sure that they're raised in the Lord. And you know, and with my family fasting, I don't want to be like the person holding us back from greatness, you know. So I was really talking to God and stuff. Was like, you know, God, I want to do a fast too, but because I want to, like, I need you to hear my prayers, answer my prayers, Lord. I want to do your will. I want to know that I'm doing the right things. And I'm like, if I'm not doing the right things, Lord, please show me what you want me to do, what I need to do. And so I have been talking to him and trying to figure out, like, what should I fast from, you know. And so the other day, which was, today is Wednesday, the 20 something, let me see, today is January 24th, Wednesday. So Monday I was just eating Monday, my greed behind. And so, cause I was full, like I had already ate a meal, I was full. Then my sister brought home some Popeye's chicken, and then so I ate a piece of chicken. I only ate one piece of chicken, but I was already full technically. And then like right after I ate the chicken, I went, like, I was literally stuffed, y'all. And then I went and got me some chips. I was steady eating stuff back to back. And I'm just like, dog, why am I so fat? Like, why am I eating so much and stuff, you know? And like, it just came over me. I realized, I was like, you eating because I feel like I guess eating because like I'm sad or getting kind of down, depressed. And eating was just, I feel like I'm using food as a coping mechanism, you know, because like I don't watch other stuff, or I just be like in my room on a computer and stuff. So I'm like, thank you, Lord, for showing me that's what I need to fast from, food, because it's a sin really to be overeating, gluttony or whatever. So I'm like, thank you, Lord, for showing me this. And so that night, Monday night, I literally like got on my knees and prayed and was praying to God, studying his word. And I was like, Lord, I want to do a 3-day fast for you. And I asked him to give me strength through this 3-day fast. Cause like I said, I know I get headaches and stuff. And I just want him to give me strength because I'm doing it for him, and I want him to hear my prayers. I want to study his word. I want him to answer my prayers because I just want to do his will, and I want to make sure that my life shows Christ in it. And so that's what I decided to do, because like I said, I was just eating just, and I was want to lose weight as well, but I just been wanting to eat, you know. So like I said, I feel like I'm using food as a coping mechanism, and I'm that strong friend, so everybody think I'm all right. But I be going through, like, a lot of stuff that I go through is like in my head. I'm battling back and forth in my head, you know, like what I need to do, what should I do, you know, stressing myself out in my head. So I'm like, Lord, I just need to give it all to you, Lord, because, like, I just can't do it. I don't have the answers. I don't know. I don't want to do it on my own. I need his strength. So that's why I decided to do the 3-day fast, y'all, from food. And so my first day was good. Y'all, I'm in the car getting ready to pick up my kid from school. But oh, first of all, my first day, when I first woke up on yesterday, y'all, my stomach was rumbling out the gate. And I'm like, how the heck my stomach rumbling when I literally just ate so much food yesterday before I went to bed and all that stuff? I should literally be full waking up. But my stomach was rumbling, and I'm like, that's the devil, because you want me to eat something because I'm hungry already, and I got 3 days. Like, I literally had just woke up and was finna start my first day yesterday. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna eat nothing. I can do this. So, like, I got water, got my water bottle with me now. I decided to add on the tea because, like, I be doing pineapple peel tea, which is healthy, you know, healthy tea, like cleanses your digestive system and all that kind of stuff. And I was gonna do green tea too. I may drink some green tea later, but if not, then it's just gonna be water and the pineapple tea. And then so I was like, so yesterday, basically, after the beginning of the day, when, like, I was real hungry, my stomach was rumbling and grumbling, after I started drinking water and tea, I was like fine, right? So the rest of the day I was pretty fine. But then later on, toward the ending of the day, like, I started getting a headache and stuff. And I was like, oh no, you know. And I was checking my blood pressure because, like, I didn't take no blood pressure pill or nothing, because I'm like, really, I haven't been taking them because my blood pressure has been good. But I was like, oh, I don't need my blood pressure getting high or nothing like that. So then I ended up, I was like helping my kids when they came home, or helping my son with his homework, and my daughter, and I had to yell at them and stuff. And then they was making me get more of a headache helping them out, and, like, you know, just dealing with life and your kids. But what is that? But dealing with life and kids, you know. So I was getting a headache, and I'm like, I don't got time for this. I'm getting weak. I need to go lay down, like, toward yesterday night. And so my blood pressure actually seemed like it was going up, getting higher. But I was just praying, like, the whole time, like, Lord, give me strength. Please take my headache away so that I can make it through this fast, because you can do it. And it's crazy too, because I'm like, today, this is the second day, I'm not even hungry. And it's like all that food that's stored up in my body just eating it up, because I'm not even hungry. Like, I had a tiny headache, but it's gone. I'm doing great. I got energy. I feel great, you know. And so I feel like my body definitely needed it. My mind needed it. Like, my spirit needs it. And I'm feeling great. And I just know that it's nobody but God, because, like I said, I would have never did a food fast before, because I never did it, you know. I decided to do it now. This was the time for me to do it, and I just wanted to share it with you guys, share my journey a little bit. So I'm gonna add on to this tomorrow, and that way I can tell y'all how my third day goes. Today is my second day. Later on, I will be going to Bible study with the kids. I'm taking them to the library today so they can get some library cards and stuff like that. And yeah, prayerfully everything goes good. I have one more day tomorrow, and my mom is actually making a cabbage soup. So whenever I actually end my fast on tomorrow, Thursday, I'm not gonna eat nothing until Friday. But yeah, I'm not gonna eat nothing until Friday, and then I'm probably gonna eat some of the cabbage soup for the first thing that I eat, so something light and healthy. And then after that, I'm really gonna be eating smaller portions, because I'm like, I've been watching the movie, well, the show Chosen, about Jesus' life on earth, which is, that show is so good, y'all. I'm so late to the party. Like, I literally just started probably like 2 weeks ago when my mom was watching together. Yeah, if y'all have seen the movie Chosen, let me know if y'all saw that movie. Well, that show. It's 3 seasons. The next season, the 4th season, actually comes out in February. So I think they're doing like a premiere in the movie theater or something like that. But I know my church, they want to go see it, the ladies class that I'm in, so I'm probably gonna go. Me and my mom are probably gonna go see that with them. I don't know if it's just like the first episode of season 4 that comes out in the movies, but like Chosen is really, really good, y'all. So y'all should watch it. Yeah, and then also study your Bible, because when you watch these kind of Bible shows, you know, they add certain stuff, or they kind of like, you know, I don't want to say make up their own stuff, but certain parts of the Bible is left for just like our imagination. It doesn't tell us specifically what happened in certain parts of the Bible. So of course, writers and stuff like that, they'll add stuff in, or hopefully they ain't taking nothing out, but a lot of times they add stuff into these kind of shows. So that's why you got to study your Bible too, so you'll know what's actually real and what really happened in the Bible and what did. But it's really, really good still, regardless of that. Yeah, so, and I was just thinking, I'm like, back then, you know, people didn't have a lot of food like we have today. They especially wasn't wasteful like we are today. So like Jesus, them, they ate a lot of bread, they ate fruit, they ate a lot of fish, stuff like that. So when I start back eating, I'm like, I really want to eat better. And I see that by me doing this fast, that I can do it. You know, I don't have to be eating all the time, or like eating these ginormous portions and stuff. Like, I can literally eat small portions, 2 meals a day. I can eat 3 meals a day, a small snack. You know, like, I really see that I don't have to be eating like I'm eating. So I just feel like God is just opening my eyes to so many things while I'm in this fast, and letting me know, like, with his strength, we can really do anything, y'all. So I'm just excited. And tomorrow, I'm gonna tell y'all how my day goes tomorrow. And then the day after that, basically after my 3-day, I'm gonna tell y'all what I thought about my whole fast, like what I learned in the scripture. And maybe you need to do a fast, or you want to fast, you've been thinking about it, and hopefully this will encourage you to go ahead and do it yourself. Because we can do anything through God, okay? Anything we can do it through God. So don't let whatever stuff in your mind, that's negative stuff that you have stopping you, or that you think is stopping you, don't let it stop you, basically. Like how I was trying to talk to myself, like, you can't go without food, whatever, you can't fast, or, you know, stuff like that. But I'm really happy that I'm doing it. Baby, it's a struggle every day, because I still have to cook food and make food for my kids. So, whew, when I tell you it's a struggle, the smells and stuff, and then I just have to remember, like, no, we're not finna let the devil win. You can do it in this fast. So, but yeah, that's how it's going so far. That's day 2. That's why I did my fast. And yeah. Hey, what's up, y'all? So, as you see, I'm driving, so I'm probably not gonna be looking directly at the camera, but I wanted to tell y'all about my last day. It's actually been like a week and a half since I actually finished the fast, y'all. And I'm really just getting the opportunity to tell y'all about the last day, because really so much happened like on my last day of my fast, and since that, or what have you. And it's crazy because, like, the devil, he really be working. When I tell you he be working, he works overtime, okay? And so I guess I'll give you an overall I don't know what's the word I'm looking at, summary. An overall little summary about how my fast was. The fast was a good fast. I definitely feel like I got a lot of clarity on things that I need to do from God's word, and a lot of like the scriptures that he was leading me to was like talking about kings, some of the different kings that there were. and it wasn't in the book of Kings. It was a different Bible book, which I need to look at my phone, because that's where all my notes are, but I can't do that right now. But so it was talking about a lot of kings and how, you know, God made promises to them as long as they kept his commandments, basically, and did what he commanded them to do. That they will have wealth, they will be known, and, you know, they will have a great nation, basically. And so a lot of the kings at the beginning, they did God's will, but then eventually they let different self issues get in the way. Like if it was like self-righteousness, or one of them was pride. One of the kings let pride get in his way, and God punished them because he warned them before any of that even happened, you know, that if you don't do what I command of you, what could happen or what would happen. And that's all he asked of us, basically. So I definitely feel like, you know, God is getting ready to bless me and my family, and so he's just warning me, letting me know that he will bless you as long as you do his will. Like, don't ever get prideful or self-righteous thinking that you did anything your own, because he can take it all away, you know. And I know we like to think that we wouldn't do those things, but a lot of those kings thought that they wouldn't do it either, and they still fell into those traps of the devil. But as far as the eating side, it's crazy because I actually didn't even get hungry like that the whole time. I really wasn't hungry. Like the first day, you know, my stomach was growling and stuff because I was hungry, but after that, really, my stomach, I didn't get hungry, like the hunger pains and stuff, basically. But what I did get was headaches. So I could have got a headache because of not eating. I could have had a headache. I don't really think it was blood pressure related or not, because I was checking my blood pressure every day and stuff to make sure that it was good. So I don't think that's it. And really, after like the first or second day, I think I took a blood pressure pill like one time, and because my blood pressure was a little high, and then it went down. But I think because I like started losing weight, that actually helped my blood pressure to go down and stay down. Like my blood pressure was real good, so I was good the rest of the time. But like I said, I still would get a headache, and usually my headaches came after probably like around 6 o'clock in the evening time, of course, because my body's like, okay, what a food at? But I would definitely do it again, for God, of course. And you know, and it made me realize like that I can go without food, or like food, of course food is essential, but you don't have to eat as much. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't have to eat as much on a daily basis. Like I be grubbing, getting down on food, getting snacks, all that stuff. You really don't have to do, you don't need to do all that. It's really all in our mind, y'all, for real. Because my body was fine when I didn't have no food for 3 days, you know. And so I was like, I really want to keep it going, eat healthy, or try to eat like 2 meals a day or something like that. So now let me tell y'all about the third day, because this is like the devil's work that was going on that day. Okay, so now, you know, when you are fasting and you're trying to do stuff for the Lord and, you know, be aligned with God's will, the devil be working overtime to try to mess you up, right? And so since he couldn't get to me, because I ain't letting the devil win, and like my mom had fasted already at the beginning of the year, my sister was in her fast too, she's done with her fast now, but you know, like we were all like being aligned with God's will, trying to strive to do the right things, right? And so guess who? Well, you know, y'all should know, if the devil can't get to you, he gonna get to people around you that you love, or, you know, people that you have relationships with. Get into them, especially if they're not like aligned or doing the Lord's will, to try to cause you to stumble to get to you, right? And that's exactly what he did. So he basically, my daughter let him use her to get to me. And it was like really a big mess, y'all. But you know, after, you know, everything kind of happened, you know, I realized that, like, my mom was telling me what I just told y'all. She was saying that, you know, it's just the devil, you know, because, you know, I'm fasting. It was my last day. I was feeling good, great, like God is so good. And then he got into my daughter and allowed her to act out to try to mess me up. And what I say act out is because, like, so probably the first day, like the week before I started fasting, she had gotten in trouble at school. Like, the teacher called me, and 2 other teachers had emailed me. And it really wasn't nothing serious like that, but for them to just be like reaching out to me, she don't get in trouble. She make like just about all A's. She'll have a B or 2 every now and then, but on her report cards and stuff. But she's a great student, so she don't get in trouble. She may be a little talkative sometimes, but that's about it. So I was just like, okay, well, since your teacher's calling me, I'm gonna take your phone till you get yourself together. Because like one teacher was like, she'd be a little talkative in class, and she said somehow she was eating in class and they're not supposed to be eating. She had a snack that she ate in class, blah blah. The other teacher was her gym teacher, was like she had been dressing out, which like she tells me about these situations, you know, before the teachers even reach out to me, so I really already be knowing about it. And then the other teacher that called me, she was saying how she wasn't doing no work in class. And oh, and then she later on asked her like, why you wasn't doing work, when I told y'all supposed to be, they were studying for like a big exam that they were having, or a big test they were having. And she was like, why you not doing the work? And she put her aside the class, and my daughter was just like, I feel like, why should I have to, like, why you basically harassing me? It's not that serious when I have an A in your class and you mad about me doing the work in class, kind of thing. But, and the teacher said she didn't say it like rude or smart, like anything like that, but she was really just asking her, you know, like, what's going on, like, you know, talk to me, blah blah. And so that's what she said. So I was just like, well, I'm just gonna take your phone. You know, I ain't tell her for how long, but, you know, just till you get yourself together back on track in class, because you gotta do your work in class still, even if you do have an A, you know. And like the teacher was saying, do your work first. If you get it done, then I'll allow you to do something else or work on something else. But you can't just be sitting in class the whole time y'all in class doing nothing when y'all are reviewing for a test. But so that started taking the phone basically, and then I started fasting like the week after that. So that over the weekend she didn't have her phone, and I fasted after that. Well, I started fasting the next week. And then so after that, I think it was like a Monday or Tuesday. I think it was the first day of my fast, y'all. I had went in her room to see like, did she do her homework yet? It was probably like 6 o'clock in the evening, and trying to see, did she start her work or did she finish it or whatever. And she was on her iPad, and so I took her iPad. No, I was like, give me your iPad, because you need to do your work. And then so she was all hesitant and trying to, like, you know, like when you doing or watching something you ain't supposed to be, you trying to take it off the screen real quick. And so she's swiping and doing stuff, and I'm trying to grab the iPad, she's like pulling away, and I'm like, girl, So I'm gonna get the belt and whoop your behind. But basically I ended up taking her iPad and her phone, because I was actually planning on giving it back to her like the next day. And so I ended up taking it and keeping it, because I'm like, so now what you on here doing? Because I'm like, what you doing? She's like, I'm on YouTube or whatever. And like, mind you, before I did my fast, y'all, I don't know, I feel like the Lord was telling me to like delete all of her social media stuff, because, you know, just the stuff that she be seeing on there, I just feel like it's just, she's too young. She's only 12, so really she getting in that for finna be a teenager. But I don't know, I should have took it probably earlier when she was younger, but it is what it is. So, and I saw on the news, I was watching how they were saying how they was finna to Florida is finna do a law that you have to be 16 or older to use social media. And so I was like, okay, maybe that's a sign too, you know, whatever. But basically, so she hadn't been having her phone, and like I had been noticing like little stuff going on, like little attitude problems, or she get home, she, you know, mad, you know, just little stuff. But so the last day of my fast, to make a long story short, the last day of my fast, she needed to do her homework, and I was helping my son with his homework, something like that. But it just blew up, and she started being like, not really disrespectful, but disrespectful at the same time. So questioning me, I'm telling her to do stuff, and then she just like blurting out, getting loud, and like, you don't never listen to me, what you do, you know, just being like acting like I'm such a bad parent all the same, you know. So, and I'm just like, girl, what is your problem? Like, what is going on? Blah, blah, blah. And she just like, nothing. You act like I'm a child. I'm mature. I'm not a child. You don't never tell me something, blah, blah, blah. You know, just acting real, like, acting out. Like, she never acted like that before. And then, y'all, I'm headed to Walmart, so my bad. But, and then, so, I'm like, you are a child. You're 12 years old. That's a child. You're not grown. You're not a teenager. Like, you have a whole life to live, you know, prayerfully. And I know you think you're grown or think you know everything, but you're not, you know. I'm your parent, you know, just going back and forth with her, back and forth. And she's like, why I can't have my phone? Why that's not, you know, just, it was crazy. And it was to the point where, like, she was like, you don't care about me? You don't care about me? I know you don't care about me. You know, just real, like, something was going on. And I'm just, instead of asking her, like, what is your problem? Like, what is going on, you know? So I'm just like, you know, I'm really like, what is going on? What is your problem? You need to watch how you talking to me, you know, all that kind of stuff. And then so it was probably like 7, almost 8 or something, but it was getting dark outside. And so she like, she finna go outside. Girl, I don't even remember that much, but she was like, she finna go outside. And I was like, you're not finna go out this door. Like, if you were my child in my house, you're not finna go out the door. It's late out, getting late. It's dark out there. And you talking about you finna go outside and stuff. Like, what you wanna do? She talking about something, she wanna get kidnapped, and she was talking about she be having suicidal thoughts. It was just a lot going on. So we had a big thing that night, and she went outside, and I was like, I'm not finna go out there, because if you want to go get kidnapped, that's you. You know the dangers of going outside late at night. You know, and I'm like, it's predators. It could be, you don't know what a predator looks like. It could be our next door neighbor who smile and say hey all the time, but he's really a sexual predator or something, you know. And so she was like, I don't care, you know. And it was just a big thing. So this is why you need 2 parents in the household too, because like me, how I was raised, we would have never did anything like that with my mama. Like, my mama old school, she don't play that mess. Like, I don't play that either, but like, I know me, like, I'm be ready to do the same stuff my mama did to us, ready to like bust you up, knock you out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to raise my children different than how I was raised, but I don't know. So basically, my sister was asleep, so I was waking her up like, you need to go outside and get your niece, because she outside and she's acting a fool. Like, my son was like, you know, what's going on? What's wrong with Ely? All this stuff. He was getting sad, trying to figure out what's going on. Then he was like, he running and telling my sister, like, Ely said she want to get kidnapped. She going out of the house. My sister waking up like, what's going on? And I'm just like, go get her, because I just can't deal with it. And like, I started breaking down crying, because like, when she was outside and when my sister went out there, I started breaking down crying, because I'm like, all the stuff that we sacrifice and do for these kids, especially like for my daughter and stuff, basically almost everything she wants, she has, she get. You know, she not necessarily spoiled, because I do say no a lot too. You know, I'm like, no, you know, if I ain't got it, no. Or, you know, not to make her like spoiled, but or, you know, like, but like I said, she get a lot of stuff because she is a respectful, good child, and she makes good grades and all that kind of stuff. So she does get a lot of things, because, you know, she earns it. But she'll just make it seem like because of her phone was the reason she was acting out or doing that, because she's like, what am I supposed to do in my life and all that kind of stuff? I don't know what am I here for, you know, like for social media. Like, I'm like, you acting like this because you can't have your phone for social media or whatever? Please monitor everything you do, your kids be doing on social media and stuff, because it really is addicting, like it's a drug or something, you know what I'm saying? for these new age kids, and it's ridiculous. Y'all gotta limit like the time they be on these devices and stuff, like especially these preteen, middle school age, or even like elementary, they get in 5th grade, because they are learning so much from social media that's not all good stuff. And it was other stuff that, like, you know, leading up to my fast and different kind of stuff that she had been doing. Like, we went to the library, she wanted to get these books like about suicide and addiction and drug, and I'm just like, I was like, no, you're not getting no books, you know what I'm saying? But I just definitely, and then like, so later on she apologized, like that night she tried to apologize, but I didn't want to hear it, after like everybody talked to her and or whatever, and she was crying, you know, all this kind of stuff. But later on she apologized. I didn't want to hear it, like I said. And so I was like, apologize to me another day. You need to sleep on what you did, think about what you did, and you know, or whatever. So, you know, the next day, I think, or maybe the day after that, she apologized, and like we was talking and, you know, all this stuff. And so it was, she was going through so much with her social life. I don't know, is it the fact that she's going to like a white school, you know, she black, and at white schools it'd be different kind of problems, you know what I'm saying? So then like black schools, if you get what I'm saying, not trying to be racist or whatever, but you know, they have like a lot of drug issues, addiction. Like, we had that stuff at black schools, but ours be like different stuff that we go through growing up and stuff. And so I feel like she got a lot of them issues from where we live at. So, and I'm like literally putting you in a better neighborhood, want you to have a better life than I had, all this stuff. And it's like a whole different type of issues that's going on and affecting her. And I'm like, you live right under my house. Like, I'm very observant. I, you know, monitor her all the time, different stuff, but peer pressure. And she just like, she was like, it wasn't me, it was just all the stuff she going through, you know, because she feel like she don't have no real friends and people don't like her, and it got to do with like friends. And then I guess some girls have boyfriends and people don't want to talk to her. She thinks she's ugly, you know. It's a lot. It was a lot going on for her, and she was, like she said, she felt like she didn't want to be here, suicidal thoughts and just different kind of stuff. And I feel like during the fast, God allowed me to see like the important things that I need to be paying attention to and looking at, because I had no idea that she was feeling like this and acting like this, you know, until she acted out, you know. And then like thinking back on this stuff, I'm like, dang, she was always be like, well, like the couple days and weeks before, she was like, mama, you my best friend. I'm like, I'm not your best friend, I'm your mama, you know, just different stuff like that. And then like the books, and then like to find out that's what's all going on in her mind, and that's what's going on with her. So yeah, it was definitely an eye-opener. But I'm like, Lord, baby, she really, like, the way she acted, she really wanted me to like act a fool, you know what I'm saying? Well, the devil really wanted me to act a fool, because like I said, that was my last day of my fast. I'm feeling good, feeling great. The Lord was revealing things to me, but it all is a blessing in disguise, because I needed to know what was going on with her, you know what I'm saying? So she don't try to harm herself, which she actually did. But I talk about that kind of stuff on another video, I think. I don't know, I just want to make sure, like, because we still healing and processing everything, and you know, moving on, moving forward. But you know, the pain, that kind of stuff is still there, you know, especially for her, a young undeveloped mind that she thinks she's so mature. And she was like, I ain't mean those things, you know, just different kind of stuff. But when you mad, people say things that you mean, you know. And so I don't want her to, and then it hurt me to like hear my daughter, my baby, talking like that, like she don't want to be here and stuff, you know. Woo, child's making me tear up now, but because, like, you know, that's just crazy. But anyway, so it was a lot. That's why I'm like, so when you fasting for the Lord, you try to do the right thing, just be prepared, you know, because you never know what's gonna happen, what God gonna reveal to you, or you know, what's going on, stuff that's right under your eye, right under your eyes, you know, in your own household and stuff. And like I said, the devil work overtime. If he can't get to you, he will get to the people that you love, especially if you have children, or if you have a spouse, or if y'all are not aligned or what have you. The devil works overtime to get to you, okay? So like I said, that was my fast. Oh, and I did let me see what books I was reading. Hold on. So like the Bible verse that I was reading, because I told y'all it wasn't Kings, but he was talking, and they were talking about the kings in the Bible, was Second Chronicles. Second Chronicles. And then I also read Matthew chapter 17 through 19 and Second Chronicles. So read those scriptures, is really good if you can. Also, y'all, I'm gonna put a picture in about, I actually did lose weight in those 3 days, but of course if you're not eating nothing, you're gonna lose weight anyway. And I basically done gained them back because I've been off the fast for about a week and a half, so I basically gained them back. And I'm gonna pop a picture in of the scale, because I did take a picture of me on the scale the day I first started that morning, and then basically on the 4th day once the fast was over, and I ended up losing, so I lost 11.2 pounds, I believe, if I add it right. 11.2 pounds I lost. My feet look a mess, don't judge me, but yeah, I had to show y'all the scale. So in 3 days, 11.2 pounds, y'all. And like I said, I'm pretty sure they all back, because my face looked fat again. I was looking a little smaller and stuff, but not no more. And of course, that's what happens too when you do stuff and you lose weight quick. It come back quick. But yeah, so I'm glad I did it. Like I said, I will do it again. And that was my 3-day fast experience. And hope you enjoyed this video. And like I said, I feel like I want to do another video talking about like don't ignore the signs of like preteens and teens, especially when they act out or do something that's not their normal way that they act. Pay attention, because they probably going through something, or something going on with them, okay? And it may not be peer pressure or school or something like that, but it could be, you know, somebody messing with them. It could be you know, it could be a number of things, right? So don't ignore those signs. And I'll go more in depth about other stuff she was saying, and you know, or whatever, but it was a lot, and it's still kind of fresh, so yeah. But anyway, y'all, so I'm finna go grocery shop real quick, and yeah, talk to y'all in my next video. Thanks for watching.